Hello ladies and gentlemen, I just needed to do one small introduction to this video. I know it's really long, I know it's 2 hours, but it's just an absolutely fantastic game, and I suggest to watch it from the beginning to the end. Don't skip through. It's absolutely incredible in terms of knowledge, but also in terms of what happened in the game. I won't say any more. I don't want to spoil it for you. Go ahead and watch. It's completely worth it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Neki broadcast. Today we are playing Halder, obviously, and the map is Sula's Ruins. Now, I am player 1, and I am white mage, so I could be either elf or loyalist. I have no idea, and I'm loyalist. I really like loyalists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that is absolutely disgusting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's no way we're gonna get this village. Perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perhaps with a quick cav. Let me see here. Yes. Forgot that this only has 1 movement point. It's a bit weird that it has only 1 movement point, but it does, therefore we're going to abuse it. Now, that is absolutely excellent. Remember, this is default settings, therefore cabs have 9 movement points. Now, that is absolutely fine. Now, we would need, as you, ladies and gentlemen, already know, we would need Spearman, right? So lots and lots of Spearmen. Now, I believe, however, I believe another cav would be in order, don't you think? I mean, definitely spears are needed. Quick, I like that. And then I would say another Spearman. Quick, I like that too, simply because I intend to migrate all these units towards that side. Now we do need to be careful about this defense, because in case he is orc, he's going to attack both left and right, and if my leader does go left, I will end up with just these forces here going right. So I have to be careful. I need to have enough units to defend. Now with this being said, orc on default is pretty scary, simply because archers are incredible. Now, with this being said, I'm going to recruit another spear. This one is quick resilient. It's great. And I think at this point, it's safe to say that I can stop recruiting spears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is not going to work at all. Really interesting here how I will play it. So I am going to say that another cav would be in order. And there it is, and it's quick and it can reach this village. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. So suddenly it looks, my village grabbing pattern looks much better with these 2 calves. Now there's no reason for me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to spend more time here, so I'll just be on my way. I've done enough recruits, and I've affected my income, my net income, negatively enough. Now, we will be absolutely fine unless we get an absolutely desperate orc rush on both sides from Halder, or if we get undead and he recruits lots of archers during first cycle. Now the problem with undead archers is that they are pretty slow, right? So they do need a lot of time to attack this village. So by the time they will be able to attack the village, I suspect, as far as I can remember from this map, that it would be second watch. Therefore, we shall be fine versus those archers for the most part. Now, it all depends really on I mean, I can keep speculating here, but this recruit should be, I think, good enough to deal. I mean, I feel absolutely confident that I can defend any kind of orc rush for the most part. So this being said, I'm going to push the quick resilient one forward because I want him to obviously actually now I am suddenly regretting my move. Anyway, doesn't really matter. What I wanted to do, I wanted to push this resilient quick cav forward, right? But I'm going to do this first, simply because I want these 3 spearmen. So that was the initial reasoning for my moves. I want these 3 spearmen to be as forward as possible. I don't want one of them to go here and then take a long time to reach. Although if you think about it now in hindsight, if I had this quick intelligent one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he could have reached this village, so it wouldn't have been much of a loss. However, now I am the one at a loss simply because I won't be able to scout on the right-hand side. Surely I'll be able to scout on the left-hand side. That's not a problem. However, on the right-hand side, I will be a bit blind. Now, if this cav was not quick, right, I wouldn't have been able to do this anyway. So from this perspective, this is more of a standard play, right? Make sure your slow units get a head start so that they can reach this area to defend, and there's no reason to rush with the scouting information. To be honest, we are loyalists. We are going to recruit until we get a bit tired of hitting the recruit button. We are going to recruit spearmen, right? So spearman is, I believe, I wouldn't call it overpowered, and I would say that the strongest unit in the game, right? You do want, with every single faction, you do want to be recruiting lots of fighters, right? With undead, you want to be recruiting lots of skeleton fighters. With elves, you want to be recruiting a lot of elvish fighters, and with I would say with Drake is the only faction where you don't necessarily want to recruit lots of Drake fighters. You do have to mind the matchup quite a lot. Now let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fortunately, I can't see it. Not a problem. So because we can't see it, what did I do? So because I can't see it, I will be recruiting another spearman, quick intelligent. Now, I don't like the stats that I'm getting for the spearmen, so I'll just keep recruiting them until I get good stats. Intelligent, quick, of course. God has punished me for recruiting so many spearmen. This is going to be a problem, because I have quick, intelligent spearmen. Now I could have gotten a fencer to try to diversify a bit my unit arsenal. So it is going to be a problem. Now I do want this quick, resilient fellow. 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. Okay, I do want him to be able to reach this village ASAP. Therefore, I'm going to make this move. Quick intelligent, not that bothered about him. And another quick intelligent. Could do it here, I could do it there. See, this one is already reaching the village, so might as well just push it forward down this route. Now, obviously, this scout will do absolutely nothing in terms of scouting, but that's fine, we already knew that. And we are having our non-creative spear army. Now, I am fully prepared. I believe that my recruit is fully prepared. It's in great preparation for an eventual orc attack. I want to basically survive orc. I'm not bothered about any other faction, to be honest. I mean, undead, yes, a bit, but okay. There is the orc rush, as I'm saying it. So now we can stop talking about undead, but I wasn't that bothered simply because with 5 movement on those archers, it's quite reliable. It's 5 movement, whereas the grunts, they can be quick, right? So the grunts can get here quicker, and plus they are cheaper, so they can get 1 extra unit compared to undead, and then they can be incredibly difficult. So for those of new players out there, if you are playing Loyalist, especially on such a large map where an attack can happen on both sides, you do need to make sure that you recruit against a potential orc rush, right? So that is the way to go. Okay, now I assume here there's going to be like tons and tons and tons of grunts coming my way. I'm really happy now that I basically took a staged approach to developing this cav. There's a fan. So it's going to be absolutely. I will need these spearmen in place, and considering that it's an orc rush, this quick intelligence spearman. Now I'm actually happy it's quick intelligence because I can take him to the right hand side. Now, with this being said, I don't think I need to have my cav here. I can just take it to this side, maybe. Oh, never mind. No information there. Not a problem, I guess. Perhaps some information here. Okay, there it is. Luckily for me, he does not seem to have quick grunts. So, from this perspective, I am fine. Now, I do want to block this wolf a bit. I don't want him to do really crazy things. Now, if he does go for the 60% and attacks my cav, I'm not too bothered because the cav can simply retreat, right? Now, considering the placement here, I do want to have the spearmen on this side as quickly as possible so I can organize them in any way, shape, or form I want. Now, I'm not really bothered about putting pressure or getting scouting information on this side. I'm not bothered at all. I'm more bothered about, getting my units, these quick units, on this side. Now, spearmen themselves versus orcs are obviously quite... Oh, what is this archer doing here? Okay, so now don't be ashamed to recruit my spearmen. It's a unit, right? If the developers didn't want this unit in the game, they wouldn't build it, right? So it's like you're playing. You're really abusing your knights in chess, right? Well, if the creator of chess didn't want knights in the game of chess, he wouldn't have defined such a unit, right? It's not your fault you're good with knights and you like to abuse them, right? So it's the same. I mean, spearmen, it's a unit in the game, so might as well. You need to recruit lots of spears in the beginning. Why? Because you need to deal with this absolutely insane pressure from orc, right? You need it. And after you have some sort of front line and your spearmen are equal in number to his grunts, more or less, because again, mind you, spearmen are a bit better than grunts, but they have the same upkeep. So you do need to recruit lots of spearmen versus grunts. There's no reason to be ashamed. Calves, I'm not that keen on calves anymore, simply because orcish archers are simply fantastic in countering calves. Now, what I am careful about is making sure that I get my leader also into this position. I really don't have enough information at this point regarding his unit composition. I did see here that this castle was more or less empty, and I didn't. Probably there are lots of grunts coming. So okay, this one is quick. So from this perspective, I am a bit lucky in the sense that I can start migrating all my units from the left hand side to the right hand side. Plus it's resilient. I could also put it here and forget about it, right? So I'm not that bothered at this moment in time. I will end turn and I will pray that there is no quick assassin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and never mind. There can't be any quick assassin coming for me. I would see it. Now he's also trying to get the most information he can muster. He wants to see where is my leader, right? However, I don't think he can see. He can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could perhaps do this. No. Well, it's still better to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we did this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see, if you hover over a Wolf Rider and then you keep the key 2 pressed, then you can see his reach on the second turn. However, this kind of reach doesn't take into account the zone of control. I mean, it does take into account the zone of control. However, you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to count without zone of control. So 9, it's the pure reach of this Wolf Rider, and the +1, it's the scouting reach, right? So this Wolf Rider, although deceptively he could only reach this village, therefore one might assume that it would scout only up to 1821. Then actually the Wolf Rider can reach all the way here. You see how scary this grunt bunch is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 grunts, plus another archer on top of that for good measure. And a wolf. That is scary, scary, scary. Now, there are 2 ways to play this. One is run scared, right? And let him have the village. 2 is simply retreat. I mean, 2 is stand your ground, obviously, because option 2 cannot be the same as option 1. So 2 is basically stand your ground, get a beating, and hope that at the end of the night you still have enough units left with enough HP to fight back the grunts. Now, as loyalists, I would say, arguably, perhaps some players don't share my view. I see he's trying to get damage done. However, what he doesn't realize is that this cavalryman, I mean, he's actually doing damage to himself, right? Because this cav is actually very, it's actually quite okay versus blade attacks, right? And this Wolf Rider does have blade attacks. So what he's not realizing is actually he has put damage into his own Wolf Rider, right? So now he has given my Spearman things to do, right? I could even stay here with 1 Spearman and then start attacking the wolf. That would give me basically 1 kill, right? I was a bit lucky, so I did inflict more damage than expected, right? So, but this can happen. Now, but as you can see here, what is this? So, blade resistance 30%. And of course, this is melee blade attack, minus 30% cavalryman. It even tells you, right? Now, I'm so tempted to just grab this village here. However, his leader is an archer. Therefore, I don't think that would be such a good idea. Now, I have to be careful here. This really needs planning, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one can reach. This one can reach. This one can obviously reach. I have to protect myself versus zone of control on the village. I believe if I keep the quick resilient one on the village, I should be fine. I mean, he would need 4 hits. 4 hits versus 4 hits versus Spearman from 3 slots. That is not going to happen. However, there is a catch. There is no catch. I can easily form. So for example, I could put a unit here, then another Spearman here on 60%, and that would be my let's say my arrow formation that would only expose 3 slots around the Spearman, right? So I would say use this one here, just simply because he wanted to poke around. I can poke around as well. Okay, that was a bit unfortunate for me. It's a risk I took, which is perhaps I'm starting to regret now the risk that I took. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not really sure here, because if I do put my intelligent quick Spearman, I mean he would still need a lot of hits. So I am just going to do this. Just going to give myself let's see. Okay, I did hit once here. So from this perspective, this wolf is he won't be able to zone of control me. Let's be fair. So I'm just going to try. Okay, that is problematic now. That is really problematic. But not all is lost, so do not despair. As long as I can... One, two, three, four, five. That is perfect. So I'll just recruit here. Now, since I made the stand here and I put a lot of damage on his wolf, right? Then I might as well... This one, I would rather put this one here. Why? Because in case the wolf tries to do some shenanigans, like grab the keep, or prevent me from reaching my keep, I want to have a spearman. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is not good. That is not good at all. Just going to activate planning mode for a bit, although I personally hate it. I don't think this spearman is going to achieve a lot, to be fair, between you and me. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I do put it here, then he will have 2 slots. However, one of them would be from water. So I'd rather put it here, then this one can cross, and then 1, 2, 3 can attack or can go around. So I would say this one is a much better placement. Now, in terms of what happens on this side, I would say place this spearman here. And put the cav on this side so the cav can, the cav is much quicker in helping. But I don't want to be so... don't want to be so far back, right? So okay. And now if I do end turn, what is this doing? Okay, that was scary for a second there. I hope I moved all my units. So that's the problem with planning mode, right? So I would say, great, planning mode deactivated. Don't ever want to use that again in this game. Now, my only weak point here is this 60% spearman that can be... Oh, never mind. He's going for the cav, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredibly intense because he can only reach it from 2 sides. Great, my cav survives. I was a bit scared there. However, my cav survived. He will not be able to zone of control the cav. It's simply too risky. The wolf rider, it's just too valuable. And with a bit of luck, I've also inflicted negative damage. I've also taken negative damage. So with a bit of luck there, I was able to survive with the cav. And the problem is I can't really heal it, but I don't care at this point. I can heal this spearman. I can retreat this spearman on the mountain or even on this particular... the whole point is, throughout all this, he has not yet attacked my spearman, right? That is the only important thing. The other important thing is that his archers are not quick. Therefore, this particular archer will not be involved in the fight, right? So that's a plus. Now, it will be day soon, right? So I mean, it will be second watch next turn. He will get 1 more power phase, and then I will be able to basically start cleaning up grunts. From this perspective, it is important that I take whatever RNG has given me and I just don't throw it away. I don't want to be fighting at dawn with, I mean, I did attack his wolf. His wolf soaked up a lot of damage. His wolf was not dealing real damage anyway, although this guy here, Dak Wingnick, is going to say different. He's like, what are you yawning about? That guy hit me 3 times. Are you insane or something? So this is what this guy is actually telling me now. So the wolf did deal a lot of damage to him. However, if you look at this particular formation of grunts, you can see that it would be very easy for me to basically distribute my units in such a way that the grunts can't really attack this spearman on the village from too many angles, right? So it even has more. Okay, 33 would be fine. Anyway, so this one goes here. It's going to be defending. Now, what I do want is I'm tempted to say a mage. However, throughout all this, I haven't actually seized control of any village, right? This would be my weak link in my defense, right? This particular spearman here. Not really sure what's going on here. He's basically given up on attacking on this side. Now, I'm tempted to say a mage. And I am going to recruit a mage. Okay, mage quick. That's excellent. Simply because if I do get a grunt on a particularly difficult tile, right, I want to be able to wipe him out. Now, you might say, oh, this is going to be so great. I'm going to recruit a second mage, right? Well, I would recruit a second mage because, I do have gold for it. But you have to remember that my leader, himself is a mage. So from this perspective, I am not keen on recruiting another mage. Plus, mages do die quite quickly to grunt attacks. So from this perspective, I do want another ranged unit to be able to attack back, right? But I don't actually want a mage. I'll be completely honest with you. So I will... This one needs to be right into the fight. Needs to help out very, very efficiently. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 spearmen, plus a cav to support here and there. What I do want here, I mean, it could be another mage. I'm pondering here the possibilities. It's a mage or a bowman. The thing about bowmen is that they do have more HP than the mages do. They do deal less damage and they don't have the magic aspect to it, but they do deal more damage with a short sword. They have more HP. So from this perspective, I'm going to recruit the bowman. Oh, quick, nice one, quick resilience. I really love my traits this game. So then from here on, I would perhaps recruit a mage. Sorry, I think it's too late. If I wanted to recruit a mage, I should have recruited it now. I think I should recruit a spearman or a cav. It's depending on how things are. You see, running away, do I want to reach these orcish archers? Or I could even recruit a fencer, to be honest, to get behind enemy lines. Now, I do need to put a cav on this village here. Make sure it cannot be, but let me scout a bit first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Okay, I mustn't forget about this grunt. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay, orcish archer as well. And now the only problem left to solve is basically this gap here. Several ways to play it. Just slowly go back. Yeah, I don't think. And I want to maintain. It's just I want to maintain the possibility of backstepping around this side, so that's why I'm not going to retreat him too much. At least have that possibility there. At least make Orc aware of the fact that the possibility is there. Now, there's another reason why I had the luxury of going for this stay in the village strategies, because I do have a healer. My leader is a healer, right? So from this perspective, I can heal en masse while also counter-attacking. So healing is not that much of a problem. Now, the decision is his. So I am taking some risks here. I'm taking some risks with the Spearman, 33 hit point Spearman. He is on 60%, and yeah, he can be reached from only two sides. But the biggest risk I'm taking is the risk with this 34 hit point Spearman. He is on 60%, but he can be attacked from three sides. So if he does go for the Spearman, and this Spearman survives, I would say the game is over. I mean, he would have to use two grunts. If I also deal some retaliatory damage to those two grunts, then he will be in a terrible, terrible position. Of course, I also am taking the risks with this. Forgot to tell you about this 34 hit point Spearman, which is on 40%, right? So he would still need 4 hits with the grunts. Well, provided there is an archer here. So if he does go with the archer, then he would need a lot. He would need 2 out of 3 with the archer, and then he would need 2 out of 2 with the grunt. So he would still need 4 out of 5. I would say 3 out of 4 is even better than 4 out of 5. There's a higher chance to get 3 out of 4, but we need to compute the probabilities. Just intuitively, I'm saying we need to do the math. Into the maths for that. Now, with this being said, knowing Halder, based on what he did during our last game, I believe he won't actually attack. Right? He will retreat gracefully. Well, you could say, what are you arguing about? What do you mean gracefully? He would absolutely, shamefully retreat. He will run fast, like a rabbit, right? So I would say it would be a graceful retreat. I personally, as Orc, I wouldn't have attacked into that. I wouldn't have used my wolf against the cav. Personally, that's personal choice. But now, given that I don't have 4 slots on this Spearman, I would retreat. And probably now he is activating planning mode and doing all sorts of stuff in the background. Now, as Orc, with this being said, as Orc, you need to be willing to take risks, right? You can't just just position your units around. You do need to put pressure during the first night. With this being said, he did okay. I mean, that wolf was one way of putting pressure, I guess. However, attacking the cav, which was 40%. Yeah, I guess attacking the cav was a better target than the Spearman. However, the cav did have 40% resistance to blade, so from this perspective it was more difficult to kill. Had he killed the cav with the wolf, I guess this was his initial plan, kill the cav with the wolf, which could have worked. So if he got one more hit with the grunt, so he got 1 out of 2 with one grunt, he got 0 out of 2 unfortunately with the other grunt, he could have got 1 out of 2, then the cav would have had enough, would have had a low amount of hit points left, and then the wolf could have killed the cav, but I'm sure the wolf would have needed 2 out of 3. So if this grunt got 1 hit, then the cav would have had maybe 7 or 8 hit points, and I'm sure the wolf, which is also dealing blade, wouldn't have been able to kill the cav in 1 hit. Therefore, it would have been so I need to let my timer run out so he can come back. Anyway, I I will. He's definitely not attacking now. He doesn't have time for it. So. Anyway, it was. I guess it was a decent move from his side. Now, it's all about what I am doing now. I feel that the ball is now in my court. So it's going to be, I mean, it's already second watch. Yes, so it's going to be dawn now. So surely he has retreated already. Now, at dawn, my only purpose is to push my units forward, like the wind, right? Forward. I'm not sure whether this is as a good comparison, but basically I need to be gone with the wind, right? I need to basically go, move. I need to be ideally in an ideal world where I actually played and I controlled my opponent, right? I was in control of the flow of the fight. I would need to be within an arm's reach. When I say arm's reach, I mean right within one turn's reach. So within arm's reach of this village. That would not be possible. So if we look at, for example, this one here, this one will definitely reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, of course, it will reach. This one will reach as well. This one will reach as well. This one will reach as well. So 4 spearmen that can reach this village. That's not too bad. However, if I do look here, this would be my main attacking unit because it could attack with range without getting retaliated on, right? This one, however, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is just short of reaching this village, right? He won't be able to reach this village in 2 turns. So I would have to rely on my spearmen to attack, which is just dicey, really, because it can go either way if you think about it. Now, this cav could reach as well. However, it's hurt. It can't really fight. This particular spearman can't, of course. He would have to heal anyway. However, I do have a chance of mimicking an attack. I'm telling you now, it's probably not going to do much. However, there's a lot of movement going on in the background. So while Orc was showing me this absolutely glittering display of grunts, right? In the background, he was probably switching over to archers, or he was probably recruiting some assassins, or even sneakier, he was actually banking. He was not recruiting anything, right? Or perhaps a troll or 2, right? He would like to have a troll mixed in with this army simply because trolls can, like Wolf couldn't. Trolls could have gotten, for example, got to put a troll on flat. A troll doesn't really care if he's on flat or not. So he might be getting lots of level 0 units simply to deal with my cabs. However, as you can see, I'm not recruiting that many cabs. I'm simply using them for, although this one was absolutely fantastic in defense because of his blade resistance, but I'm not recruiting that many cabs simply because he's not. I'm scared of these archers. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm really scared of these archers. Now, with this being said, I'll be pushing my units forward. And I will definitely not attack with the melee. I mean, it's one being confident and the other one is being stupid, right? It's still not day yet. It's dawn. I don't want day to come and me having nothing to show for myself, having just a measly hurt army. Now, to be careful because this one might die, right? So okay. Probably that was not the best placement, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he can't reach the village anyway, so might as well just put him here. The reason I want to put him there is because I want to not really sure anymore what would be the best move here. Okay, I'm going to push this mage forward. I do want the mages forward as possible. Mages really, when there's a mage on the field, it's like, oh, I have to be careful simply because being on a mountain, it's not safe anymore, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. So this mage could also reach there. Now, I wanted to attack this, but I feel that I should gain a bit more intel on what's going on this. Okay, there are assassins coming, so he has not been banking, right? So from this perspective, we are fine. However, there is nothing there, so I have to be careful that I actually make a statement that, look, you still need to worry about this village, right? You can't just completely ignore it. I'm not forgotten about it. Now, this one I would say on this village, and then I would say now cabs are excellent. However, he does have 3 archers, as you can see, plus he has this orcish assassin, right? So from this perspective, plus I'm not that happy with I need a strong, resilient spearman. I'm going to keep recruiting spearmen until I do get a strong, resilient spearman, right? So I'm tempted to recruit a spearman simply because I do need to worry about upcoming defense, right? So I would recruit a spearman, and I think next turn I would even have money for a horseman. So from this perspective, spearman, resilient, quick. It's good trade, but I need more strong spearmen. If you see all these quick, intelligent ones, I don't have a single strong spearman. Anyway, this is just to intimidate him. This is basically saying, if you do want to fight here, I do have my army coming. Now, the reason why I placed it this way is because I want to put this cav as forward as possible. However, I also want to heal him, right? So I'm putting him on the forest. It can go either way, right? But I also want to heal him. So, plus, I'm intimidating with this leader. I'm sure he will not stay put. I'm sure he will not fight into this. I am sure. Anyway. Let us see this. Okay, so does anybody want to predict what my opponent will do? Will he attack? Will he retreat? Will he actually stand his ground? So, by the way, standing his ground would be absolutely silly. If he stands his ground, he might as well attack, right? So there are 2 sides to this, right? So one, you might think that, oh, it's done. Orc must retreat. What are you talking about? Like he must retreat, right? Not necessarily. So most of the time, I mean, Orc has really cost-efficient units, but Orc has problems dealing with 60% terrain, right? So as you saw here, I was on 60%. I was on 60%. The Cav had resistance, was on 40%. It was a lucky 40%. Let's be honest, the Cav was lucky, but still, it has high resistance. Now, I mean, you see, he couldn't just attack the village. He went for the Cav instead. He couldn't attack this particular strategic point. He went for the Cav again. He went for anything that was not 60%, right? So if you fight out in the open with let's say grunts, and if you exchange blows with grunts, you might find yourself, especially if grunts are lucky and they get some 2 out of 2s, you might find yourself dying relatively quickly to drunks. Yeah, they are drunken grunts. To grunts, right? You might find yourself dying relatively quickly to grunts. I mean, this is especially true for elvish fighters, right? At one point, I believe I I lost the game. If you look, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there was a game where I was elf. So if you haven't seen that episode, do go back. It's 3 or 4 episodes before this, and I was elf, and I was fighting with versus orc, and again I was fighting during the day, and my elvish fighters were simply dying, were evaporating during the day because they were fighting on 40%. Now spearmen are a bit bulkier than elvish fighters, so perhaps it's a bit more difficult to exchange blows with them on 40%. Anyway, so that discussion is not relevant now simply because he did retreat. Okay, this is basically how I predicted the game to be. Now, his leader is way in the back, which is a bit curious, to be honest. Okay, so I'm sure he's recruiting something here. So the only reason he would go so far out in the back is that he might fear that I might go this way and grab his village and grab the keep with my leader and so on and so forth, which I could do, right? Or he could be incredibly sneaky. He could be doing next level plays, and he could simply would want to deny scouting of his strategy, right? So that is another reason why he would go back. He would go so far in the back. He would go through to all this effort. He does not want me to see whether he's banking or whether he's recruiting, or if he's recruiting, what kind of units he's recruiting, right? So that is actually a good move. I'm liking it. Now, I'm not really sure here. Perhaps this would be a better placement for my cav. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, even a better placement for my cat. So I'm directly threatening that particular village. Now, I don't want this to be running around too crazily here. I feel that this is a good positioning, so I force him to do something about this village. Whatever it is, just do it. Take these units seriously. So I believe this flank is more or less done in terms of unit placement. Now, I could be moving forward with my leader and healing left and right and then growing for this keep and making a heroic march towards enemy lines, but that would just be silly, simply because it's way too early to do that. So I will retreat instead, and I will be recruiting. And I will make sure that my units... Okay, there is his leader. So maybe I was making too many assumptions, and I was having too many mind games in mind. To want to heal up all my army. I do want to be able to scout as well, so I guess this village would be the best. This particular, and I can also help on that side. I think this should be... Now, he could go ahead and poison me, right, if he wanted, with that assassin. He could, by all means, do that. Now, I'm not really sure whether I should recruit a horse. It feels a bit late, too late for a horseman. I don't think a horseman could make an impact anymore. I feel that even a fish would be better at this point. Always recruit a fish. Resilient, quick, nice traits. Okay, my turn was over anyway. As you can see, behind enemy lines, I mean behind this line where I'm denying him vision, I am actually preparing for his attack. As you can see, my attack did absolutely nothing. There is a Naga fighter from him. Now, the only problem that, I mean, I obviously have a problem here. My problem is that I couldn't attack. The problem that he has is that he will have to basically, I mean, all these units are quick, so whatever he does, I will be able to retreat them. So, and I'll be able to retreat them to the cover of a white mage. So you see this one can come here, and then white mage can come here, and that would be healed. So if he does use poison against me, I will be able to retreat one unit to the cover of the white mage. Now, the only problem that, so my problem is that I won't be able to break this. I probably need, besides a mage, I do need a horseman. But look at, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 units, 12, 13, 14. He has 14 units, right? Whereas I have, I don't even know, what was the key for statistics? S, yes, of course. What lapses? I have 12 as well, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 as well, but look, I have 2 on this side. He can recruit, I believe, 2 more at this point because he has been banking. Definitely has been banking. He has been walking around with his leader, right? So the only problem he has, though, what I want to say is that he might be kind of stuck on this side of the map. As I'm saying that, he does have a quick grunt, which can go here. He does have a quick assassin, which can go this way. He does have a, well, that's basically the strong resilient, I guess, can help because he has a good positioning. So he can perhaps take, I would say, 4 units quickly on this side. Now, if he does decide to do that, so basically he's trying to make a 2-prone attack, which would be great. I would need to recruit a cav and then move my leader towards the left. But then I would need probably to walk with this spearman and perhaps this archer as well to walk a bit towards the left, and I would need to quickly retreat this spearman. I can't really be playing around here too much if he does decide to quickly shift his army towards the left side. Now, that's the only problem. I don't see him, I mean, with these units here, he's kind of stuck attacking into this area where I already have my leader. If he can make a 2-prone attack next night cycle, then it would be obviously optimal for him. Well, he's just placing his units around. If he was, I mean, I guess he could have come here and poisoned and then put 2 grunts on this side and this side, but it would have been afternoon, right? I could have still done a lot of damage to him, right? So I'm not sure that would have been a great way to make a stand. Now, also one important thing to notice here is that I can't really retreat that well. So my spearman is kind of stuck here. I don't know if you noticed this, but I can't really retreat that well because the grunt can reach me no matter where I go. So this would be problematic as well. Well, they won't be able to zone of control me, that's for sure. But at least I got his attention here. Well, he will be able to put some damage into my spearman. I will be able to deal some retaliation damage, definitely. I will have the calves to help out, so it remains to be seen. So he has 2 archers, 1 grunt, 2nd grunt, 1 wolf rider. So these 5 guys, I predict that they will be going left. As you see, he banked this turn, So what I think will happen, these 5 guys will be going left, and all these guys will be going here for my village. Now, this is going to be the defense of the century, right? I would need to try really hard to defend. I do have a spearman here. A spearman, a water spearman, let's call it. He is quick and he will be able to go this way. Now, in terms of my defense, I do need a strong, resilient spearman. I do need it. I feel that I do need if I am going to make a stand here. It's just how it is. I'm sure you guys did not want to see more spearmen, but it's not my fault. RNG does not give me a strong, resilient spearman. I want a strong, resilient spearman. Okay, strong, quick. At least I have a strong spearman. And quick is not that bad, to be honest. Now, there's no way I'm attacking into this. If I'm going to attack into the Orcish army, I will do so being backed up by my leader. I'm not going to do it before my leader could help. Now, this is good that it's strong, that is quick actually, because I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll have this one here, I'll have this one here, I'll have also a cav, so it would be more or less acceptable. Now, there is a problem with all this, and the problem is mine, because I didn't do much here, right? It's afternoon, and it'll be afternoon afterwards, right? So it's, he will be able to have a massive, massive attack, absolutely massive. So, look, he can even get this spot now. He can definitely, I feel that I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. It's really, really complicated. If I attack here, I'm dead. If I don't attack here, then I would have to deal with some massive Orcish attack on my villages, right? So he only has 1 assassin, but he can still be quite efficient in. So from this perspective, I feel that I should be retreating. Okay, I'll just call my units back home, make sure I can go either way so I can defend on both sides. Okay, I don't want to be zone of control on this side. I'm going to not really sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that. This. Okay, I can't be. Surely I can't be zone of control there. No, I can't be zone of control. I can't be zone of control, so I'm protecting my spearmen a bit. Mage needs to come back home. This guy needs to be here. This guy needs to be in the village. This guy needs to be. I'm not going to retreat with absolutely everything, though. I'm not going to give him these. He will have to be behind this line, whatever he does. I want this strategic position. And yeah, that's basically it. I want that cav to heal. Okay. Timer expires anyway, so I'm basically ready. I would like to think, at least, that I'm ready for everything. Sure, he can use his Orcish assassin to poison one of my units. Yes. But we already knew that. There needs to be... Oh, I think I was a bit too cautious on this side. It's still day. He's player 2, so it's still day for him. He's not going to attack my spearman. However, I do want to make it difficult for him to put damage into my spearman. I do want the spearman to retreat gracefully. Now, and I do have this cav to help. And I do have a ton of spearmen. Quick, resilient. do need a strike. I do want a strong Brazilian Spearman. I don't know why, but I do want it. I mean, I know why. I want to be able to place it on the village and forget about it. Is he going to go for... Okay, he's going to go for the poison. That's great for him. He got a bit of... right, he got a bit of damage back. Now, it's not a problem simply because I can retreat these spearmen behind enemy lines, right? So... Okay, so one more grunt and probably more grunts coming. And I do have a lot of spearmen to go around. I can keep retreating them and exchanging them with other spearmen. So from this perspective, and I mean, he says mass spearmen, right? He laughs at my mass spearmen, but look at his grunts. He has a lot of grunts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to be fair, given how many spearmen I have, I would believe that, I mean, I look at my unit diversity. I mean, I do have a bit of everything except fences, probably, and infantrymen. Okay, he's going to make an attack with his leader as well. This is it, basically, for Orc. This is it. Because at this point, he is the strongest. At the second cycle, he is the strongest, right? So he is the most powerful now. He needs to kill. He needs to have his units killed. Of course, not for free, right? He's not a charity or anything. He needs to have his unit killed for villages. Is he going to attack my cav? Is he actually going to do that again with this Wolf Rider? I mean, why is... I mean... Or this can be, again, a very aggressive play in the sense that I want to be as forward as possible with this Wolf Rider. I'm going to place it here because this is as forward as I allow him to go, but he's not going to attack. He just wants to be as advanced as possible. This is basically, you know, a necky move like I was doing here. I wasn't really going to attack into him. I just wanted to be as forward as possible, which is absolutely fine. So... Not really. Okay, so he's moving forward also on that side. I could zone of control this wolf and attack him, but the only thing that I wanted to do here, and my only goal was realistically to be able to... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, realistically was to be able to go inside this village with the spearmen without anybody bothering me, right? So I wanted to go here, nobody bothers me. Okay, he can perhaps go on 50% and bother me, but no, you know what? Take the 50%. I really don't mind. Take the 50%. Really don't mind. And resilient quick here to help, I guess. And that should be enough. I feel that I have enough units on this side, and probably this cav can help as well, not a problem. But I feel that I do have enough units here to deal with whatever aggression coming from him. Now, I can even put this here to just discourage him from doing something silly like grabbing this or that. So I am not too bothered about that. I mean, he could definitely push his crowd forward. I can't prevent him from doing that. However, every single one of my villages will have a spearman in it. Now, this needs to come home. This needs to come home quickly. Okay. Now, what I need to do extra is basically, and you've probably guessed it by now, I need a intelligent quick. Okay, this needs quick thinking. So I need And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I do need small spearmen. It just feels that I need to have enough units to replenish the units that are getting hurt. And he's going to hurt a lot of my units. Definitely he's going to do that. Now, I do want to heal that one. And these grunts are going to start pouring in on all sides. And once again, timer is ending my turn for me. And it seems that is all she wrote. Sure, we can save after his turn. Not a problem. Now this is a massive attack with grunts. Absolutely massive attack. Okay, he's not going to kill this spearman, that is for sure. He might choose to poison it, or he might choose to poison the other one from 70%. Oh god! Oh, that was close. That was close. That was actually closer than I expected. Yes, my spearman survived there. My quick intelligence spearman survived. And now I believe I can make a stand. Hopefully. Okay, again, as you saw, it might seem like a large amount of spearmen, but it actually is not, because they get hurt and I do need to replenish them, right? See, it's really painful to watch. Okay, this orcish assassin needs to fear for his life, though. Not that bothered about poison, simply because I do have my white mage. But still. Okay, so now I have two options. One is retreat and let him have this village, right? Two is basically try to fight back. But I have to be really, really careful how I fight back. I mean, look at these orcs. It's just like, it seems like a survival almost. So from this perspective, I think I should let him have the village. Just this once. Now, if he does take this village, right, he will become target to my attacks. Well, I really don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It's a difficult situation, so I will be thinking about it. So I will be saving the game now, and I shall see you next time with a continuation of this intricate game. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We had to interrupt our game there, and this is where we were left last time, and I will take drastic action now. So I will take drastic action now. So I've kind of have my mind set on certain moves. So we are going to stand our ground, and the best unit to do that is White Mage. You shall not pass. And let's see what happens here. Please hit, please hit. Excellent. So I got the hits there. Now, really curious whether I should use the mage or whether I should use the bowman. I'm tempted to use the mage, but the mage could be useful against this assassin. So from this perspective, perhaps I will use the bowman. But I need one hit there. Yeah, that is absolutely incredible. That is just going to complicate matters by a lot. So from this perspective, it is going to be absolutely dreadful. Let me try this. Okay, dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. Anyways, there's no other way, unfortunately, than to So again, I'm blocking here access to my... Okay. That was very, very unlucky on this side. Now, I'm trying to form a line, obviously, but it's not going well for me, as it can be seen. Now, I want to hit this assassin. It's just that it's just so terrible. It's just not really sure what to do here, how to actually optimally place my units. Tempted to take this guy here. Okay, at least that. At least the assassin is dead. Now, not sure who to place where. I'm going to place the healthy person. Okay, these guys are strong. So I'm going to place the healthy person here. There it is. And I'm going to place the poison one. It's tricky, isn't it? It is tricky. Now, I'm tempted to place the poison one forward because it is going to die anyway, right? So I'm going to place this guy, although this guy now can die pretty easily. Anyway, it's imperfect. No matter how you place them, it's not going to be perfect, is it now? So from this perspective, there is not much I could do. Now, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, at least this guy could go back. But again, I'm not really sure where to place him. I can't reach here. Also, it has to be in range of this white mage. If I leave him here, my only worry is that they kill this spearman, then they kill the mage. Well, they can't just kill everybody, can they? So they would kill the spearman, but then they wouldn't be able to kill the mage unless they kill this guy as well. And then they kill him. So from this perspective, I really don't want to risk it. And I'm going to place him a bit more conservatively, a bit more back. Remains to be seen here. Not really sure. So here on this side, I'm preventing him from... Let me see if I had forgotten any unit or not. Now on this side, I'm preventing basically the wolf from getting any village. And I'm telling him, if you want to get villages, fine, but you have to fight a 50% spearman first, and then we shall see. Okay, I really thought a lot about this because Halder had to go, and I really thought that I'm going to make a series with chaotic loyalist, right? This is really important, though. It is, I mean, I need to survive here. I need to survive as much as possible. Please miss 2 out of 2 versus 50%. That is absolutely... Oh no, he's going for the 60%, ladies and gentlemen. And that, I feel, was a mistake. He went for the big pot, with money, and he lost it, I believe. Not really sure there. Can he get the kit? No, he can't get 2 out of 3. He will have to go 2 out of 2 here with the grunt. Is he going to go for it? Or is he going to go for something else? He's going for something else. He's not getting any hits versus 60%, so that's good for me. Is he going to go the second hit? Oh no, that was, I dare to say, a bit lucky from his part. I mean, it was a bit lucky. I lost 2 units already, and I'm on my way to losing yet another one. No, I'm good. He can't really reach the mage. So from this perspective, I'm good. He's going for the archer. 2 out of 2 on the archer. That is absolutely insane. I don't particularly appreciate this versus 40%. At least this 40% Cav can fend for himself. At least that, Cav, you haven't let me down. And the Cav is going strong, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of justice here. Plus 7%, minus 9%. Again, I'm looking at this random number generator simply because My life is in random's is in RNG's hands at this point. I decided to take risks. Now I did have this 50% placement, right? So I did have that going my way. Again, 50% here, walking for the most part. Is he going to go with the archer? Oh, 2 out of 3. That is going to be painful. He can't kill me with the wolf. Is he going to go for another hit with the wolf? Or is he just going to slowly chip away at this spearman? Not really sure what his plan is. However, I think I made a reasonable stand here. So his leader is somewhere here going towards this keep. He's going to recruit really soon. However, he had to walk quite a lot from this side all the way to this side. So I should be fine for the time being. Not really sure about this out of sync. What is going on here? What did you do? So anyway, that is unfortunate. Anyway, I need to focus here because I don't have much time left. Now, I could go ahead and recruit a 29, 20. I could go ahead and recruit something. Or I could keep fighting with my mage. Really keen on fighting with my mage simply because I will unlock this particular orcish archer who should die relatively easily. So from this perspective... Oh, come on! That's just not fair. It's not fair at all. So I will be putting my mage on 60% simply because I am absolutely annoyed at this point. So I would say... this. There it is, and one more hit here. Okay, now the problem is the cav can't really do much. Now, I would need to defend this mage as much as possible, but it's difficult to defend, is it? Now, put my cav here. It will not do much. Not really sure how am I supposed to defend this mage, but this particular orcish grunt is going to go for this village unless I stop him. And the whole point of my defense was to prevent him from getting villages. So I will go on the forest. Try to prevent, for the most part, try to prevent his attack. Now, not really sure on this side what to do. I'm tempted to go for this archer simply because it doesn't have a lot of retaliation. But at the same time, I should go for, stopping this invasion here. Okay, that is bad. That is so bad. Well, not really sure how to place my units here. Say this guy, 15 hit points, only 60%. And to further restrict the movement here, say, although that is actually not helping at all, it's actually giving access to my bowmen. Well, it's just too late, too little at this point. Not really sure how to play this. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would say that the best course of action here would be to place my spearmen here, and that would more or less cause trouble for my opponent. Well, it's the best I could do given the situation and given the time. I killed 4 units. He's going to kill more, I believe. Really curious to see what units will he go for. I really didn't understand how does undo, but let's hope everything is fine and we are still playing the same game. Okay, never mind. So that is second watch. So now he needs to deal a lot of damage. No! And he deals a lot of damage. And that is going to absolutely hurt. That was my damage unit. Oh, 2 out of 2 versus 40%. That is absolutely... wow. What can I say? He could have gone 1 out of 2, then it would have been much better for me. But I guess I was the one who stood his ground, so I shouldn't be complaining that much. I knew this was a possibility, that he would have hit more than usual. Now, I have a spearman here, which I can heal with my leader, and I will be able to recruit 3 units immediately as they will come. One of them should be a horseman, so I can catch up to stray units. Now, he's missing on 50%, so at least a saving grace there. We can go for the mage. He's going for the mage, and that is going to absolutely hurt. Is he going to go for with 2 grunts again for the mage? Is the mage able to dodge? He is dodging. Can he dodge another grunt? Can he dodge another grunt, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, he can't. That was a heroic mage. That was a hero right there. That deserves a medal. Loyalist Medal of Courage. Now, there are a lot of grunts left, and this is going to be quite painful to watch, I would assume. And he's hitting quite a lot, and this is probably the end of me. I will have to fight with a village down at this point, and the whole idea of my strategy was to basically not have to have any villages. For me, not to have any villages, not be any villages behind. He is going for the kills rather than going for the villages. Good for him. And this is my mistake for not playing a bit better from the beginning. I feel that I should have attacked here into these grunts at second watch. It would have been a bit better than what I did. Retreating, and then retreating some more. I did lose my unit to 2 out of 2s to orcs, but this is how orcs play, so shouldn't be blaming anybody for that. It's just how orcs are. Now, do want a mage, although the previous mage died quite quickly, and I do want a bowman, And I do want a cav as well, or a fencer. Fencer or cav? Cav, I would say. So I do want all these units. Now, in terms of my unit placement, I would say that I want to basically do some kills here, which I can't get for the life of me. Well, at least that. And perhaps this with the merman. Okay, at least that. Now, I'm kind of forced to go for this guy here, simply because he's about to level. And of course, I can't really hit him, because why not? I do need here to get 3 out of 3, if possible. Of course not. Why not? Again. Now, in terms of my placement with the other spearmen, I would say try to go... I really don't know, guys, anymore. It's just too many things to do with so little units, so I will probably go here and try to basically put a lot of damage into this Wolf Rider, who is about to level now. And this is looking terrible for myself. I know it's 7-6, but I did lose a lot of units, which I could have probably prevented with a bit better play or more luck. As you all know, I don't believe in better play, so it would have had to be luck. Now, in terms of this cavalryman, he is dodging as much as he can. Now, I'm sure he wants to use the grunt to finish him off and then the wolf. Or he will want to pillage. Either way. Come on, Cav, one more hit. That is great, excellent. Cavalryman being cost effective there. I have to be careful with that grunt though. He's going for the fish. Fish needs to be cost effective as well. He needs, at this point, he needs quite a lot of grunts. He needs one more grunt. He needs 2 out of 2 with one more grunt. Okay, there it is. So now he can either take a village or retreat. Probably he will retreat. I will try to hit back, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can reach this. That is absolutely fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't really reach that. I can heal some of my units if I do go for this Orcish grunt. He went for the village. He is going to swarm. Not sure what he's going to do with the other units of his. Now, I can't really be killing everybody around the map. I have to prioritize targets here. So this will be incredibly difficult. I mean, choosing units would be incredibly difficult. I do have some experience left in this Spearman, so if I could get some experience into this Spearman, it would be absolutely fantastic. Not really sure here. What is he going to go for? Everything is going to hurt. Every single village grabber is going to hurt tenfold, and that's basically what I think he should do rather than getting kills here. Okay, he's going for my Spearman. He really wants to level up this Wolf Rider. Is he going to go for it? Will he risk it? Will he risk the Wolf Rider? Will he live there? Will he risk it? Ah! Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. So he did not get the kill. However, my Spearman also did not get the kill. So we're in a tough spot here, where nobody got the kill, obviously. I can try to... So he was a bit greedy, if you ask me at this point. But I can use these 2 units. I could get the experience and hopefully run away. And that should be... that should be absolutely marvelous for me. That's what I needed, basically, at this point. Okay, so it's really important here how I play. I would say Perhaps Spearman on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's absolutely fantastic. I would say I do need to get this village. So I would say play this way. Could have had a bit more hits there. I mean, come on. This is going to be extremely frustrating. Even tempted to do this at this point. But before I do that, let me just do this. And then I would, even tempted to do, basically try to get the kill with... It's tempting. I have to say it is tempting. But I also have to be careful not to overextend, right? So, I mean, this wolf leveling up would be absolutely terrible. Him holding the village for one more turn, that can be, I can live with that, perhaps. Now, in terms of what I'm doing on this side, I have to really see which unit can be killed easiest. So 31, 19, definitely that this is a contender for the kill. So I would say, try to get it with, yes, great. And now try to put the experience into this Spearman. Oh, come on. Get in there. Okay, so 33. He can risk to go for this Spearman. He could risk it, but I doubt he will. I think I could stay where I am at this point, really. I could try to prevent him from getting this village, which definitely would be a plus. Now, there are several ways in which I could play this. Oh God, this is just going to be absolutely terrible. No matter how I play this, it's just going to be difficult to... I should have put my cavalryman here to prevent this Orcish grunt from getting to this village here where I'm placing currently my Spearman. But, well, it's also basically a way of luring him there. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so 10 kills, loss is 9. However, I am 1 village behind. And I am going to recruit a fencer or another cav. Unfortunately, I don't have money for another cav. I could recruit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could recruit another archer. Archers would be actually better than a fencer, I believe. However, if he's going to push on this side, perhaps a fencer would be better to, go around him. Also, archer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Archer might not be that quick to catch him. I'm not really sure, ladies and gentlemen, what to do at this moment in time. I would say a fencer because it has 4 attacks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's quick, it could also reach farther, and it's quick and resilient, which is absolutely everything I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you see, it can reach places no other man could. Well, fencer is not a very good recruit for, in general, speaking strategically. It's not a very good recruit versus orc. Strategically speaking, it's just terrible versus grunts. I do have to keep my Spearman behind as it is incredibly hurt. Now, he needs to vacate this village as soon as possible. Okay, he cannot reach me with all these units, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do have the potential to block this keep if he decides to go for a suicide march towards my lines now. With this being said, this fencer would be absolutely useless in defense. I mean, you see, another wave of units is coming. So I'm not really sure about this fencer. It was just an immediate recruit to make sure if he does decide to make a stand, my fencer can actually contribute to that fight rather than having a slow archer just running short of being able to contribute. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The archer could have grabbed the village, so from this perspective, the archer would have been able to contribute anyway. But it remains to be seen. Again, going there, now I'm actually happy I went with this fencer because I can just put one more hit in with the fencer. Experience here should definitely go into the spearman. Now, these grunts will not come back at night, I can assure you of that. And then I can use my units on this side to go on the left-hand side and deal with the defense. There are 2 archers there, however, one of them is about to die. He will retreat, this archer, I can assure you of that. I do need more, and I'm sure you've guessed, I do need more spearmen, though. It's really crucial that I get more spearmen. Now, I could also do a counter move and push my leader forward if he decides to push his leader forward. And as I say that, his leader just went back. So that should be absolutely fine. Oh, he's actually switching sides again. That is interesting, to say the least. I would say that I would have been in a terrible situation if he had attacked on the left-hand side. Now, I'm not so sure. I mean, here I feel that I am in a good position to defend. Well, arguably, of course. I mean, I could even catch his. Okay, first things first, though. I do need to dispatch of this grunt here, so hopefully the experience will not go into the mage, which it did. And now I do need to heal absolutely everything here, so I will put my... to be careful here how I play this. So this spearman is not going to be too useful for the long term, so I'm going to put him in the back. This spearman might be useful in the long term, might even have to go there, so I'll put him there. This Gav has a good reach, therefore I'm going to put him here. It can reach on this side. Now, regarding this side here, now his units on this side can't really reach me. So from this perspective, I would be inclined to try and zone of control him for a bit, just a bit, not too much, just a bit. I mean, 9-3, that's a good damage potential. I mean, look here. Of course, now my Cav is in danger of dying, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least that. So I can at least put pressure with this spear as well. Now I have to be careful how I play this. I could just do that and pray. However, if I do play this way, this particular orcish grunt might hit me. And he might hit me badly, so not really sure at this point. So if this cavalryman would have gotten one more hit, sure. I feel that I should risk a bit. What do you guys feel? 2 out of 3 versus 60%. I mean, it's going to be afternoon, so... just a miss there. Anyway, 3 hits. If 3 hits don't get my spearman, he will upgrade. So from this perspective, I'm not in a rush. Now, I do want my fencer to help. And unfortunately, I'm kind of forced here. I just don't want these grunts to get all the good terrain, right? So from this perspective, I would say even put this bowman forward, right? I definitely don't. I mean, sure, attack my spear. Yeah, go for my spear. Not a problem. But at least go from 50%, 40%, and I mean, at least have one grunt on 40%, right? Or go for the cavalryman, sure, but at least leave my spearman alone. He needs to level up, right? Also, with my leader here, I'm kind of also threatening that keep, although we all know that is not going to happen. Now, I do have some units on this side, and I am not going to make the same mistake again, which is retreat early. So as you can see, I'm being quite courageous here on this side. And it's going to come down to how many hits does he get on my cav. So 4, 2, and this is going to be minus 25%, and versus cav is going to be minus 30%. So I would expect, for example, 5 versus cav. So he will have 30. So 5, 2, 5, 2. He would need to get basically 5 out of 6. And, well, he might get them, but the cav also might kill them. The cav deals 9-3. The cav is absolutely okay. He's going there. I wanted to take that risks. I knew this could have happened. I knew he might have come on 60% and attacked my bowman. But I wanted to make sure that my leader could retreat gracefully. I did not want any kind of weird leader recruit, right? So I wanted to make sure that I can retreat gracefully. Now, with this being said, if I manage to survive here, if he doesn't kill any of my units, and I manage to survive here and I manage to kill his grunts, then I am in a great position. I am even leaning towards getting a... I mean, sure... I mean, Javelinier is great because it deals damage both... I mean, it deals retaliation both on melee and at ranged, and also I can use him with ranged to attack grunts. But I'm thinking of even getting a swordsman, simply because if I do have a swordsman, and I do put my swordsman on 60%, there is absolutely nothing he can do unless he comes with 3 archers, right? Then yes, there is something he can do. But remains to be seen now. Remains to be seen what he does with this grunt, where he decides to go for the cav. Will he attack the cav? Will he just see how much damage? Will he poke the cav? Will he poke the cav? Will he not? This is really important here. Okay. I see what's going on. He did not go for it. None of us wanted to risk. I did not want to risk. He did not want to risk. He's ahead. Why would he risk? Anyway, I believe that now I should be the one taking the risk, like I didn't take it before. So what I am trying to do here, I'm trying to level up this spearman. I need to get it down to 1 hit. So it's going to be difficult to get it down to 1 hit. It's going to be difficult, I'm telling you now. It's going to be absolutely insane. Oh, it's just, you see how difficult it is. So I would say if this one gets the kill, fine. If not, I will think about it. So I did get it down to 1 hit. Now I need this to hit, otherwise I am absolutely destroyed. So pray for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the game right here, and I got it. And let's see, should we get a swordsman or should we get a javelinier? 54, 8-3 spear, or 11-2 javelins. Now, considering that I am going to fight during night, I would say 11-2 javelin would be absolutely fantastic. Plus, I do get first strike. However, this one gets 8-4, which is absolutely amazing. However, it would be suicidal to attack with the swordsman. So from this perspective, but the swordsman has more hit points, I'm going to get the javelinier. Let him come, ladies and gentlemen. Javelinier on 50%. Can he do it? Now, with this being said, I do need to pay attention to what is going on here. I have several options. I could perhaps start stealing villages with the cavalry, or like a more sane person would do, I can retreat and start thinking about recruiting. So, because otherwise I'm just going to simply instantly lose this game. So this is not going to happen on this side. Not really sure whether he has a wolf here lurking in the background. However, I am going to... I need to gracefully retreat here, and I'm not really sure how to do it. Perhaps the cav, because he can't really reach. So I'll activate planning mode, and I would say if I do move here, okay, can he zone of control me? No, he cannot, because I will move also my fencer here on 70%. The fencer can be hit from 2 sides. However, the fencer can retreat gracefully no matter what. The cav can also retreat gracefully, so I think we are good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, of course, I still need to pay attention to my 25 hit point cav. So from this perspective, I would say I do want to retreat gracefully with that cav as well. I don't want him to be... So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no matter what happens, it will be difficult for me. So I say leave the cav on this side. He will be able to get the Javelineer, so that is for sure. He will be able to get the Javelineer. He will be able to zone of control him. However, Javelineer can just go on 60% and deal a lot of damage before it dies, and that's all I need. So I believe this would be absolutely fantastic. There it is, planning mode, which we should deactivate as soon as possible. I forgot to move my mage, which is incredible. That is incredible. I forgot to move my mage. Mage could have probably... I mean, to be fair, I don't know yet where the mage is needed. Might be needed here, might be needed on that side. It's also highly unlikely that I will be using it for attack. So it's, from this perspective, it's not the biggest of deals. But remains to be seen, definitely. Now it all boils down to this Javelineer. Can this Javelineer survive or not? He's going for the fencer, 70%, doing its magic. That's what I like to see. Now, will he attack my cav with his grunts or not? That is my second question. And okay, he's going to zone of control the Javelineer. However, he's not going to attack it, which is absolutely fine. I really don't mind. If I leave the Javelineer on 60% and it dies, then I'm a happy man. I mean, of course, there will be songs written about him. My bards will absolutely sing his merit into this battle. And I would definitely be sad that I'm losing a great soldier. Don't get me wrong. However, it's okay. Interesting move here with the grunt. It seems that he's not too keen on attacking on the left-hand side. He probably does not have a wolf. He probably stopped recruiting wolves. He probably switched to core units. I don't see the point of recruiting wolves at this moment in time. Now, if I had my... Oh, okay, never mind. So my mage is here. Seems the mage will be useful anyway. However, grabbing this keep is absolutely... It's not impressing me at all. It's really nothing for me to worry about. But I'm basically in the position and situation where I'll be using my mage to defend, which is not the position I want to be in, definitely. But that is a problem for another time. Now, what I need to do is go back and try to make the most out of this situation here, where my Javelineer cannot retreat. So I would say 60%, get some damage in there. Even half tempted to keep going, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. So 5-3, can also get some damage here. I can also get some damage there. But the most sensible way to play it, I would say, would be to go back with most of my units and then live to fight another day. Now, on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. On this side, probably what I will end up doing is do something like this. And then move the mage here. So now if he does want to attack, he will have to attack a spearman, or he will have to attack a mage from 50%. So it's really his choice. I don't mind either way. Now, that is sorted. Oh, but this side is not sorted. Okay. That side is not sorted at all. So from this perspective, I am half tempted to keep going here. It will be 70%, it will be 50%, be some calves. Not really sure how to best play this. I would say the more conservative, the better, right? So planning mode, I guess, or let me think about it. I would say I am going to fight back. So say bowman, and perhaps one spear as well. Now this is where planning mode comes into play. If I do this, how many units can attack me? Quite a lot, I guess, actually. So I would say this is the planning mode, delete action, right? H. Okay, so that is not going to work, obviously. So from this perspective, I would say this one here. This one here. This one all the way back. Probably this one will grab the village. There is little I can do about that. Probably this one will... And basically I'll have to pray that my spearman here on 60% survives. Remains to be seen. Do have a lot of archers incoming to grab those villages back. And I believe that's all I can do at this point. Hopefully he will just focus on this javelineer and I should be fine. Okay, so I killed 3 more units and I did level up my javelineer. However, he is in a strong position to deal damage and he's going for this cavalryman, and now if he's going to hit me more than... well, he hit me enough, so I'm probably dead with this cavalryman, which is unfortunate. Look how strong archers are versus cavalryman is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, that is hurtful. That is simply hurtful. Well, at least look at the bright side. His leader will not be recruiting for some time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will be recruiting, actually. Okay, planning mode deactivated. Don't want to watch this anymore. 20 hit points. That is going to be absolutely ridiculous to fight against, and he is going to absolutely demolish me, I feel. There was the wolf waiting in the background, probably waiting for this mage, waiting for me to blink, and this is going to absolutely hurt. It's difficult times ahead, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie. And I feel that this Javelineer died too easily. And now I would basically need to try and suicide myself on his leader. Otherwise, he might get... he might level up on my Javelineer. Or I could try to get 2 hits on this particular Orcish grunt. This could also be a choice. Now, it's going to be absolutely brutal to fight this level 2 Orcish warrior. And with a village behind, I don't see myself with great eyes. Now, fortunately, I am like 1 gold away from recruiting as well. 59 Orcish warrior. That is going to be painful. Anyway, I could try to deal some damage on this Wolf Rider, to be fair. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything. So I could try to... But let's see first. Resilient Strong, of course. Why not Resilient Strong? Well, not really sure what to do here, so I'm just going to try and hit this 50% wolf, see what happens. Okay, that was actually better than I expected. So now I actually have a plan of action. Great. So I do have a 50% Spearman here, which is waiting to be killed to feed this Orcish archer into a level 2. However, I mean, of course, there is this Orcish warrior who can attack as well. So anyway, I am going to keep pushing. So because I went this kill route, I will keep going for it, which might not be the best of ideas, as you can see. Again, not really sure whether what I'm doing here is worth it. I would say grab the village before doing anything else. I did not deal enough damage to this Orcish archer to basically even tempted to go forward with the leader. However, if you look at the damage, 14-3, that is absolutely an insane amount of damage. Okay, I'm going to do this. Simply because, yeah, sure, level up, but at least take a gamble as well. I mean, I want to be able to kill something with retaliation, right? So that is just going to hurt 15-2. That is absolutely insane. Not really sure how to best play this. Again, he might come here with this Orcish archer to deal damage, so he might just step inside, right? So from this perspective, I feel that I should cover this particular side. This is just incredibly risky from my part. And I am relying on this Javelineer surviving top. So that is a big, big gamble. Now, I am going to place my bowman here next to the leader so it can help on both fronts. and it can also heal. One, two, three, four, five, six. Just incredible. Well, this is going to end badly, ladies and gentlemen. I have a feeling about this. This is just going to be absolutely brutal. We shall see. I have a 40% Spearman. He's going to go for it. And my whole defense is relying on a 70% fencer and on a Javelineer, which dies in one hit. So basically, I'm banking on this Javelineer to survive for longer. I did take plus 26% damage. And this is going to be crucial turn. All you need to, if you want to pray for me, ladies and gentlemen, pray that this Orcish Grunt attacks my Javelineer in the hope of leveling up, and my Javelineer kills him in return. So this is what you should be praying for, in case you didn't know. So this is going to come down to the wire. Am I going to survive? Am I not? My life is now in the hands of random number generator gods. It all comes down to this Javelineer. He is on 60%. He is on 60% though, and he is going strong. He should have put this on. I feel that he should have put that on 60%. He's trying to kill the Javelineer as soon as possible. He's not even interested in the experience, as you can see. He just wants to get rid of it. He just wants to kill it and be, forget about it. So he went for 60%, so he doesn't get a lot of retaliation damage back. Will he go from 50% now? Will he go with this guy from 50? Will he go for the level up play or not? I'm really curious. He's not going for it. He's going for the fencer. Much easier kill, as you can see, 70%. But look, already half the damage gone on. Oh my god, that hurt so badly. That simply hurt. It is absolutely not funny. And this is all that a level 2 Javelineer said. And basically, it's looking grim. I'll be completely honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, is looking absolutely grim. And not really sure how far will he push. He's going for the kill. He wants to level this archer so badly. He's going to the Orcish warrior, deal a lot of damage, and then come with the archer and level up. This is exactly what he's trying to do. Is he going to do it though? Is he going to be successful? +0, +0. RNG has absolutely been fair with everybody. He went for the kill and he didn't get it. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't get the kill. He did not get the kill on the Spearman, and now my Spearman is in a great position to level up. I will do everything in my power to level up this Spearman. Actually, I will do everything in my power to obliterate this Orcish warrior. I mean, I have absolutely 1, 2, 3, 4 sides on him, and I am planning to take them all. I am planning to do target practice on this Orcish warrior. However, I do have a mage as well waiting to be used. So it's really interesting to see whether I can level up this Spearman or not. Random number generator is all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, and it all comes down to okay. So I do have a lot of sides on this Orcish warrior, and I feel that I should be using them all, right? So I feel that I should be going here, and I should be doing 6-3, and then I should be doing 7-3, right? I should be doing all that, but I have to be careful though. I mean, if I do this, the bowman will definitely die next turn, but I feel that I need to take risks, right? This is what I feel. So 7-3. I don't know. This is a strong cav though. So if I do manage to get some hits with the cav, then I will be fine. However, I do want to try a bit my luck here on this particular level 2. Okay, that is not looking good. That is absolutely not looking good. So 41 so far. I have to make some change of plans here. I could also go for this Orcish archer, 7-3 here. So it will be 23. It's easier to kill. So I would need to basically hit twice with my mage, Can I do it? Twice with the mage, please. Twice with the mage. Yes, twice with the mage. And now I need to basically hit twice with the Spearman versus 40%. This is basically the game, ladies and gentlemen. If I can take this, I am still in the game. If not, look at the experience level here. This is so intense. If you have a weak heart, turn away and walk away now from this game. He has 16 experience out of 17. One more experience to level up. I absolutely need to get this hit. If I don't, I am absolutely destroyed. Well, again, I got it! Incredible, ladies and gentlemen. I got the kill on that archer, and now I will level up. Guess what? Another Javelineer. I absolutely like Javelineers, and not only that I like them, but I absolutely need them to stay in this game. I need to deal ranged damage, right? So with this being said, I also need to think about now about this unit, for example. I need to, well, he will go for the mage, but it's really nothing I can do, right? So, well, I could try to, well, it's difficult, right? So there's no way I can prevent him from going for the mage. Now, the only question I have to ask myself, do I want to prioritize the level 2, dealing damage into level 2, or do I want to do something else? And I would say prioritize the level 2, deal more damage into that level 2. Because 35, that's a lot of experience, right? That level 2 needs to die. Now, from this perspective, I would say put more damage into this Orcish grunt, simply because this Cav cannot do absolutely anything else. So put more damage onto this Orcish grunt, if possible. Of course, I can't hit him. But if I could have hit him, putting damage there would have been a good choice. Now, in terms of my leader, I could move him forward. I could definitely do that. I could move him forward. And I think I will do that. Let me see, what else can I recruit here? I would say another archer. Say even a fish, merman fighter. And another archer at this point. And I could move my leader forward. And I would say planning mode on, leader forward, and then I would, well, too much thinking, ladies and gentlemen, too much thinking. I will deactivate planning mode and I will go with the leader forward. Say yes. Light beam on, and there goes his unit. And now what I need to be doing is basically zone of control the level 2. As long as I zone of control the level 2, I am absolutely fine. So he won't be able to get out of here and deal more damage to me. And I believe I should be fine with only 2 of his units being able to attack me. And even if I wasn't, turn is over. So, yeah. This is a leader kill. That he has a leader kill on me now because turn is over. So this is one way he can come back into this game. Oh God, not 3 out of 3, please. Okay, thank God, not 3 out of 3. Great. Otherwise, his archer could have reached my leader. And here, again, not 2 out of 2. That's what I like to see. Now, he has a lot of units which are about to die, but he can't kill them all. He can't kill them all. He has to pick one with his archer. So from this perspective, I'm fine from this side. Now, it comes down to, will he actually use his grunts on my leader and hope to get 4 out of 4? With 4 out of 4, I can still die. So will he actually do this? One miss on the mage, but of course it had to die eventually, right? But that's all I needed. That's all I needed. I needed just some of my units to survive. I didn't need all of my units to survive and then deal tremendous amounts of damage and so on and so forth. Just some of my units to survive. Now, it will be really interesting how I will basically kill these units. And also, oh, he went for the shore kill there. So my happiness was short-lived. It will still be a problem here killing all these 3 units. But remember this game from the beginning. We've had more difficult times, right? We've been in more difficult times. And we've been chaotic loyalists, right? So I think we can handle this. It will be absolutely possible, manageable, doable. And now All I need to do is kill this level 2 and then kill this orcish archer and then kill this. Okay, I'm running out of units with which I can use to kill enemy units with, right? So it's going to be interesting. However, let's see here. 16 plus 5, 27. 16 plus 3, 19. Well, 16 plus 5, 21. Sorry. 16 plus 5, 21. So none of these archers will level up. 16 plus 3, 22. That's an interesting recipient of experience. However, what I feel that I should be doing, I should be basically using my archers here. Possibly the hurt one from 60% from the castle. And yes, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's my turn to express myself. And express myself I will. Not really sure whether, this one, 60% plus, I don't know. I will basically try to dispatch of this orcish warrior rather quickly. Miss ones. Oh, that is just terrible. I didn't want to kill him so quickly, though. It's fine to kill him, but not so quickly, right? So, because I needed the experience in other units, right? I did not want to. Anyway, what's done, it's done. No point in crying over spilt milk. I'm guessing using the cav here would be acceptable. There it is. Now, I want this Javelinier to go towards that side. So from this perspective, I'm more keen on using the Javelinier here. Oh, that's just terrible. That's just terrible. So, okay. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. I do need to kill this grunt. Okay, at least that. So now there is also the problem of this grunt here, which is quick, unfortunately, so he will be able to run away. And I don't have a good contender to stop him from running away. But I could, I definitely could use my bowmen. The only problem with that is that, okay, let's just prevent him from running away. Oh, never mind. Kill is also a way to prevent him from running away. So now this bowman would do absolutely nothing, but that is fine. And this bowman could I'm not really sure what he's trying to do here, but it's not going to work. I'm keen on just putting, this bowman needs a lot of time to heal, so I'm almost tempted to put him on a village and forget about him from this perspective, but it might come in handy to chase away these units, right? So I'm not going to do that just yet. Although he is pretty low, and I can assure you, blue will go back at this point. So from this perspective, well, I'm going to keep him the way where it is for the time being. However, it would have been obviously better if it had more hit points, right? It would be easier to manage. Anyway, so good cleanup, I would say. The game is pretty much reset, except that I have a level 2 now, which I intend to put on this village, and I intend to use it for defense. Also, it is morning, so he won't be able to attack that well. Oh, game has ended. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we have reconnected. We are slowly reconnecting to the game, and we are absolutely watching the replay quickly, skipping over all stages of this game. We have to rewatch, unfortunately, the last turn, and interesting to see as well the comments from the observers. And I am back. Well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, not really sure. You saw it was quick replay. I couldn't really see what he has here. But no matter what he has, he will attack on this side. And what is important that we do is that we move our Javelineer over to this side. He surely doesn't have anything left on this side. So on the left-hand side, he surely is absolutely spent. He definitely doesn't have anything. So we should poke a bit with this cav, try to pillage a village or two. At least, see what he recruited. Other than that, we should be patient for the next 9 cycle to come, and then we will use our units to obviously stand ground, as we always did. And after we stand ground, we should perhaps get a kill or two, get another level 2, like this Javelineer here. And after we get another level 2, then we should be able to attack. What we lack is another mage. I mean, also 16 experience into the white mage. That was such a waste, to be fair. But who knows? If we kill a lot of orcs, might as well get a level 3 white mage. Who knows? It's just but it is a waste, I feel. But never mind. So game is reset. We basically were able to push the orc legions back, gave us a bit of a hard attack in 2 fights there, and yeah, it's important now to keep calm, right? We might be we might feel like we are on a roll. We might feel that we've just leveled up a level 2. We've just cleaned up a lot of orc fighters. We might feel this way, and we did. But remember, orc can replenish quite quickly. That's what orc does. So we shall see here. Oh, it's my turn. Is it my turn already? Oh, what is going on here? Oh, it's my turn. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's my turn. The timer reset. But there's really not much I can do. So I will just. Right. I'll just end my turn. Okay, so it is important to, again, keep calm and try to regroup. So go back, recruit some, I would say, depending on what he is recruiting, I would say at this point, we could perhaps afford to recruit 1 more cav. I would say 1 more cav. We should have 2 cavs anyway. Why? Because our defense is a bit stronger now with this Javelineer. Which can stay on, right? It can stay on 60%, and it can deal damage from that side. Now, he does have a grunt who killed our previous Javelineer, and that grunt is quite close to leveling up. So from this perspective, okay, there is that grunt, and there is the orcish crossbowman going to recruit on this side. This means only one thing, that on the other side, I thought I was about to say things are not that great on the other side. However, they seem to be fantastic. Now, seeing how many grunts there are here, I'm almost tempted to say that I should be recruiting more spearmen, right? So afternoon. Will he attack at afternoon? If I'm going to attack, if I'm going to fight at night and seeing how many grunts he has, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm going to fight at night, seeing again how many grunts he has, I would say that I would need 2 more archers. I feel that I need 1 more spearman though. I need to hold my ground, be able to hold my ground. Well, I'm feeling a bit adventurous, so I'm going to recruit a heavy infantryman simply because he has time and time again attacked on this side, so I feel that I could put, and he stopped recruiting assassins, so from this perspective, heavy infantryman is quite good, plus he only has 1 archer, so heavy infantryman on these on those castles is quite good. Can fight also at night, definitely. Now, I would say another spearman or another archer. One of the two. See, 1 more bowman. And it's quick, which is what we like to see. And next turn, we can recruit a spearman or 1 more archer. Now, not sure whether he will take me seriously in terms of attack or not, in terms of me standing my ground in such a manner, but remains to be seen. Again, it's still afternoon for him, so he won't deal too much damage if he decides to attack into this. So he does decide to attack into this. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what he sees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he sees my leader. He sees nothing else. He doesn't see my recruits. My heavy infantryman is coming. He won't be able to do much because by the time he reaches the battle, it will already be too late. Okay. So he's basically poking a bit around. He decides to attack at second watch, at afternoon. Sorry. But if he does do this, I can also poke around a bit. I mean, he's definitely not going to attack the moment fighter, is he? Surely not. Okay, grunt. What else? Grunt. And what else? 1 more grunt, I assume. One more grunt. Yes. Okay, 3 grunts. I'm not too bothered about that. Okay. Now, we have several ways to play this. Now, he only has 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, only 4. That's quite a lot of grunts. He has only 4 healthy grunts, right? And he did place this Orcish grunt, which is strong resilient on 40%, right? So he would love it if we would basically attack him. I mean, we would be the ones on 40% and he would be the ones on 60%. He would absolutely love that, I can assure you. Now, I'm really thinking here what would be the best course of action. feel that putting some range damage into his units should be... And if he does come close to here, I can also use my heavy infantry, right? So, plus now, if he does not kill these archers, I can absolutely heal them, right? So, and I would say one more archer, since we are fighting back versus grunts, and we have chosen this path, right? So if it does not kill all these archers will heal up. These are the vulnerable units. Now for the non-vulnerable units, I would say the most vulnerable slot is this hill. So from this perspective, on that hill, I should place, so for example here, I should definitely go for this archer. Okay, bit of damage there. Now I would say a bit more damage with this archer here as well. Sure, he can surround me and deal damage, but okay. But he will have to, you know, get himself on 40% and so on and so forth. Now, not really sure here whether I should attack or not. It can go both ways, right? Plus this one is quite close to leveling up. However, I am on 60% and he is on 40%, so I went for it. So now he has, instead of attacking with full HP grunts, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish grunts who, of course, this resilient strong bowman is the most vulnerable from my army, right? So, but now instead of him attacking with full HP grunts, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, I know his reinforcements are far away, right? So, you know, being that far is quite unfortunate. And I'm not really sure whether I should bring my cavalrymen to help a bit. Say, push my spearmen forward to see what's coming at me and help a bit with the cavalrymen on this side. Make sure that I can assist with just a bit of damage in case it's needed, right? So in case it's needed, instead of healing my cavalrymen, just assist with a bit of damage. This would have been, the spearman would have been too slow, and I do need somebody here to guard on this side. Now, with this being said, he has just too many things to do. He would need to go for this strong resilient bowman. He would need to go for this javelineer. He would need to go for these archers, which will be healed. He would need to go for this fish, which is 60%. He would need to go for this spearman, which is 60%. And from this perspective, I think he just doesn't have enough brute force to plow through my units. Remember, he did lose a lot of orcs before. So from this perspective, I would say it is the right thing to do to stand my ground, especially since he was too greedy. So we did make a mistake in the beginning, but we are learning as we are playing. There's no reason to lose the game and learn from our mistakes. We can learn from the initial cycle, right? When we were not that aggressive, we let him basically at dusk, we let him attack at dusk, we let him do whatever he wanted. And obviously it hurt pretty much. It hurt a lot. Now, as you can see, this bowman can still retreat, right? So what's he going to do here? Is he going to attack the merman fighter? That's not going to work too well because the merman fighter is on 60%. So, and you see, he is avoiding this javelineer. And the fact that he's avoiding this javelineer, which is a strategic location, this hill is a strategic location, it's difficult to walk around this javelineer. He's avoiding the elephant. He's not addressing the elephant in the room, right? So because he's not addressing the elephant in the room, he is forced to have such poor positioning, right? Oh, he is going for that archer. He is going strong. He's a bit unlucky as well. Is he going to go for the javelineer, or he's just going to restrict its movement? Guess restrict its movement. He's going for the javelineer, ladies and gentlemen. I think he has given up at this point. that was a big mistake. He should have either gone with everything on the Javelinier or nothing. He's going with kind of everything now. And, well, it's a big, it's a large mass of grunts here. Now, I would say, to be honest, go full aggression at this point, considering how everything has worked so far. Now, my leader could recruit, however, I'm not keen on doing that. We are moving forward. Okay, that was a bit of a that was a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. I expected to hit a bit more there. Now, okay, at least we hit there. Great. Now, remains to be seen what we do on this side. So I am keen on even putting the Javelinier on 40% here. See what I can do. Okay, now the Javelinier is in danger, and it will give out a lot of experience, so possibly not the brightest of movements. However, I am confident that no matter what happens there, I will be able to get that experience back. So let me see here. What should I prioritize? Should I prioritize this unit or the other unit? I feel that this unit will just die to whatever. However, it should be dead before it can deal any more damage before it dies. Now, in terms of, there's no reason now, since I'm going full aggression, no reason to just not use my archers to attack absolutely everything. Some of them are bound to hit, right? And since I'm attacking absolutely everything, might as well use my infantrymen, heavy infantrymen as well. Well, that was unfortunate. However, there is more coming. Now, in terms of this side, I'm already taking a lot of risks on that side. So there's no reason for me, for example, push the Spearman forward, push the Merman forward, right? I mean, it just doesn't feel right to me, at least. I could try to poke a bit with the Merman to see what I'm doing. I did quite a lot, actually. So from this perspective, I am keen on taking some risks here. Again, he would have just too many things to do, right? He would have too many units to attack. So I'm keen on taking some risks, to be honest. And I need now 2 out of 2 with the cavalryman. Will I get it? And I got it, ladies and gentlemen. So now, yes, I did take some risks. And he is bound to kill my spearmen, probably level up a unit, but I am also going to level up my cavalrymen in the process. I will probably level up my bowmen in the process, this bowman as well. I'll be getting a lot of experience, right? So, and I did kill quite a lot of units. I killed one, well, not a lot, 1, 2, but I did deal quite a lot of damage, right, in this whole process. And if he doesn't kill my Javelinier, then he will be in a lot of trouble. Basically, it's me being passive-aggressive here with this Javelinier. Oh, GG! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He just doesn't want to play anymore. I don't blame him. It was a tough game. Let me just save this game here. And ask him if he's sure. Because I feel that if he does go for this Javelinier and gets the kill, he should be fine. I mean, we are playing chaotic loyalists, but he can also take more risks, right? It is a bit disheartening to attack loyalists at night and see that there is little you can do, but but yeah, so I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, liked it. Chaotic Loyalists. Yeah, I mean, he did have some misses here. he did take some risks and he did miss, but at the end of the day, I feel that we had well, he did get a hit here. He does need now, he would need, he got the kill. He got the kill. He's not doing too bad. It's not doing too bad. He got the kill on the archer. He got, he needed 2 out of 2 there. Not really sure here. He needs 2 out of 2. Well, even with 2 out of 2, he wouldn't have been able to kill the spearman, but okay, that's not looking too good for him, to be honest, even with the level 2. I feel that we could clean up house here and put the experience. Okay, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you liked it. Chaotic Loyalist. I'm going to make one more video about Chaotic Loyalists, and I shall see you next time.